What's going on, fight fans? It's your boy Fierro 000. I want to make a quick video real quick about the fights that happened this weekend. There's three particular fights that really touched me. Like, I really enjoyed it. The first fight is Pitbull Cruz versus Angel Fierro. Not sure if I'm saying his last name right, but I think it's Fierro. That fight came out like a whirlwind. Like, Cruz jumped on him. I figured Cruz was going to get him out of there. He was going to the body, going to the head. Like, he really smothered him. Fierro weathered the storm, and they made a fight of it, man. I think this is a candidate for Fight of the Year. It really showed the grit of Fierro more. We already knew what Cruz was going to do. Cruz comes in, he swings, he can go to the body, go to the head. You know, he's basically a brawler. Fierro was taking punches that most people would have went down from, but he didn't. He fought to the end. Cruz got the nod, but man, I'm saying run that back. Run it back, like immediately. The other fight that I liked was the Benevidez versus Morrell. Benevidez came in and he showed what he's always shown. You know, he walks his people down and he breaks them down. He's not extremely fast or anything like that. He just really works that person down however he can. Whatever they give up the body, he taking it, he can headhunt. But what shined to me is Morrell. He's fairly unknown to casual fans. I think more people are gonna know his name now because he stood in there and basically banged with Benevidez. I want to see Morrell again. You know, not necessarily a rematch. A rematch would be cool, but it doesn't have to be a rematch. I think that Morrell's stock has just gone up because of the performance he put on during the Benevidez fight. I think if he was less dancing and, you know, lighthearted about it and was serious how he was in those final few rounds, I think it would have been a better outcome for him. But that just shows how resilient he is, because he took some blows, he took some damage in there, but he kept on pushing. The third fight is Claressa Shields and Perkins. This was on Sunday. Great fight for women's boxing, great fight for Claressa, but even greater for Perkins. Also an unknown fighter to casuals. She came in there and she started off dominating with her length and her height. She kept Claressa at the end of her jab. Claressa was throwing shots and she could not touch her because she was out too far. So Claressa had to come up with an idea of how to get in close to this bigger woman, heavier woman, longer reach woman. And I can't say that she did. She really didn't. What happened was Danielle decided to hunch down a little bit and bang a little bit more than she should have. She stayed on the ropes a little longer than she should have. I think Danielle made it easier on Claressa. I'm not saying Claressa wouldn't have figured it out. I'm saying she didn't have to. She decided, Perkins decided to, I guess, beat her up. You know, she wanted to stand in there and show everybody, I can stand in here with the quote, with the so-called great woman boxer right now, and she did, but she paid for it. She should have stayed back, made it a boring fight. Jab, 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 step, jab, jab, step, jab, jab, run, jab, jab, run. Would have made for a very boring fight, but she would have got that W unless Claressa Shields would have figured something else out. I have a sneaky suspicion that Claressa would have figured it out, but it would have took longer and she would have lost more rounds had she just stayed with that jab. But I say run that one back too. Run that one back immediately. It was, like I said, good for the sport. And hats off to Claressa Shields, man. Whether you like her or you don't like her, you think she's too cocky, you think she's this, you think... The proof is in the pudding. She's entertaining. She was in her hometown. She showed up and she showed out. Hats off to all the fighters. If y'all missed them, go look at the highlights. 3 great fights. There were other fights, but those are the 3 that really stood out to me. Until the next video, man, please like, subscribe. It helps my channel. Hit that notification button. Like, subscribe. Love y'all. Until the next video, y'all be safe.